I, 31M, work in a small office with about 20 employees. It's not uncommon for people to bring in homemade snacks to share with everyone. One of my coworkers, Tina 24F, claims she is allergic to white eggs, but that brown eggs are fine, and always asks people who bring in food what kind of eggs they used. When she first mentioned her allergy to me, I pointed out that there's no nutritional difference between white and brown eggs, and that her allergy was likely just a coincidental bad experience with white-shelled eggs. She not only insisted that she is deathly allergic to white eggs, but another coworker of ours, Sarah 23F, overheard this and rounded on me, saying that just because there's no nutritional difference doesn't mean that there's no difference, or that she's not allergic. I didn't want to argue, so I just dropped it and said I'll keep it in mind. Ever since then, I have remained silent any time she tells someone new about her allergy. Now, this is where I might be the a-hole. I don't bother to buy brown eggs specifically. If I have them, I'll use them, but I just use whatever eggs I have at the time, which are usually white. I buy them in bulk from Costco, so it's not really worth it to buy additional brown eggs when I only need 1 to 2. If Tina asks, I tell her I use brown eggs. I know I could just tell the truth and say they're white eggs, but I don't want her to feel like I'm purposefully excluding her, and she's not really allergic. This has gone on for months, and through several batches of cookies, and not once has Tina had an allergic reaction. Recently, Anna 29F was hired and sits next to me in our corner of the office. She overheard Tina mention her allergy to someone again, and turned to me and asked what's that about? I told her Tina claims she's allergic to white eggs, but not brown, so she always double checks with homemade snacks. Anna looked surprised and asked what the difference between them was. I told her literally just the color of the shell, nothing else, and that she doesn't really have an allergy. She asked why Tina thinks she's allergic if she's not, and I said I don't know what her experience was that made her think she was allergic, but that I've never bothered to use brown eggs and she's never once gotten sick. As I said this, Sarah happened to be walking by and immediately called me an a-hole and said that Tina could have died. I pointed out to her that if she were allergic to white eggs, she'd be allergic to brown too, and that there's a reason why allergen info on products just says eggs and not white or brown eggs. Sarah wouldn't hear it and swiftly told Tina, and now they both hate me, and say that I was trying to kill Tina. I know it's not worth explaining myself to them, but I didn't use white eggs out of malice or to prove a point. I just didn't feel like paying twice as much to get brown eggs when I know she's not allergic. So, am I the a-hole?